And Lloyd, am I gonna be on tonight? No, Joe. Turned on the mic. Knock it off. No.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's Grumpy Vlogger Live.
And hello, everyone. How you doing? Welcome to the Grumpy Vlogger Live. Oh, wow. Sorry about that a little bit earlier. You guys can hear me, right? Okay. Checking in my green room to make sure they can hear me. But, yeah. Sorry about that. Joe got hold of the mic and he wanted to talk and I wouldn't let him on. So, anyways, but yeah, let's just go ahead and bring on my co-host. He's, everybody's favorite comedian. He's a sit-down comic, Mr. Art Carlson. Hey, Art, how you doing? Oops, let me turn your audio on. Oop, there we go. All right. Hey.
Woohoo!
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
We are here. So,
Okay.
I
Are
do
you
a
gonna
little.
still have that thing down there below?
Yeah, I'm going to take care of that in a minute. Let me do a couple of things. Let me go over here. I'll click that. I know how to turn it off now. Turn it off. And shut that off. Hopefully that fixed it because it's off now. It's still connected, but it's off. And once it's off, it's not getting a new read. It should be okay. So, yeah. Oh, Joe reached over here and turned on my mic and started. He wanted to come on the show, and you guys heard him. It's annoying when they do that. Actually, it's kind of creepy. So, let me start saying hello to the people in the chat.
Yeah,
Let's see. Start out with Grant, Mr. Stay Drunk was here first, and Trevor was next, and then we had Jody come sliding in there, then you, Art, and then it looked like we had Susan Lee snuck in just before Jaybird. Welcome, guys. Glad to see y'all here. Jackrabbit FPV is here. All right.
Scott, good to see you,
Yeah,
Scott.
Scott, welcome. And I'll tell you what, I apologize. I intended to be on Mel's last show last night because I knew it was going to be his last. And
Yeah.
I fell asleep. And I'll be honest with you, I almost fell asleep for my own show. We've been, we have the Amazon Fire Stick, so we stream all of our television. And one of the shows we were watching was on the IMDb TV, or now it's called Freevee. Yeah, Freevee is what it's called.
Sweet.
And it's free to watch, but you have to watch the commercials. But I'm telling you what, the commercials are just minimal. I mean, they're like 30 seconds worth of commercials, and most of the time when they take a commercial break, they don't show a commercial. So it's nice. You get like in a 30-minute show or an hour, well, in a 30-minute show, you get about 4 commercials altogether. That's it, and they only take up, just like I said, about 30 seconds altogether, 2 15-second commercials, and it's nice. And we got to watch it. The show we were watching ended, and it kicked into the next one without, while we were asleep, obviously. And it brought up Howie Mandel's Deal or No Deal. That thing is an addictive show, and it's been running nonstop now since. And I fell asleep listening to it yesterday, and then today I fell asleep this afternoon when I was supposed to be sending out the invites and everything and getting ready for the show, and so it is kind of repetitious. But sometimes you look at these people and you go, "Oh, come on," Yeah, you got 1 in 27 chances to win $1 million, and there is no skill involved in this game. It is strictly guesswork, all of it. There's no odds to play. I mean, yeah, you can play the odds when you get to a certain point, when you got like 5 numbers to choose from, and the $1 million is still sitting there. Okay, you got a 1 in 5 chance of winning the million, but it starts out at 27 to 1, But anyways, so there was something I wanted to talk about, and I can't remember what it is. So what's been going on with you, Art?
Just busy working. Next weekend, I will be down in Pueblo, Colorado, fishing.
Yep. For Memorial Day weekend. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder how many young people, I'm sure most of us know what Memorial Day is for, but I wonder how many people know what it was really for, Now it's a 3-day weekend, and it's a day off, and welcome Maddie. And I forgot to mention that show was designed by a bipolar drug dealer. Yeah, I know, right? Very addictive, you can tell. Very bipolar show. But I forgot to mention Glenn from Thunderbird 6. He was in there before a couple of these others that I mentioned. But, like I said, we got Maddie's Drone World, and we've got, who else did I see? Sunrise Water Media. The guy that you have to watch. You be careful what you say around Chris, because otherwise it'll either show up as a meme or it'll show up as one of his videos.
Snowing.
Yeah, or somehow the information that you are, if it pertains to certain YouTubers, they will get that information and you won't know about it. I'm not saying that Chris sent that, what we talked about the dog. I'm not saying that Chris sent that to Kai, but I'm just saying it was coincidental. Yeah, you're watching me. I know, right? Yeah. Uncle Bill. Well, thank you for stopping in. You're at work. Quick like and run, unfortunately. All right. Well, okay. I appreciate you stopping in. I really do. You know, I enjoyed your roast the other night on Art's show. I don't think
Yeah.
it started out to be a roast, but it turned into one. So it was pretty good. That was pretty good. Yeah. Definitely entertaining. I've got to catch him and Beauchart show together because I bet those two are hilarious. Uh, you know, and
I was going to watch it last night, but I kept waiting to. When's he coming on? It's like almost 9 o'clock, and he kept checking YouTube, my Facebook, and screw it, I'm going to bed. And I think he went on around midnight my time, which would be 2 a.m. his time.
yeah. Well, it's a good time, especially for those people that
Yeah.
like to stay up late. But yeah, and I also want to. Speaking of live streams, we saw those of you that saw it. Johnny Drone Flyer had a live stream this last, was it Friday night? Yeah,
I believe so.
yeah, because it's just it's one of those things. The craziness is out there, folks. And I'm a Second Amendment supporter all the way. I carry whenever, and that's the main reason I carry now is because when I leave the house is because there are people out there that do that. But the fact that somebody would go to a high school graduation and shoot people is just, I mean, there's innocent children. I mean, even if it was a gang thing, we had that problem here in Muskogee for a while. We had a lot of shootings, and especially in our well, it was in our black community. There was a lot of gang shootings going on, and it finally got to the point where they did one too many, and all of them were too many, but they did one, and a little 3-year-old girl got shot sitting on her front porch with her grandma. And that's when the community got together and said enough is enough, and the black community, the police, everybody got together. Some of the black pastors got together and they said it's time to quit, and they just brought the community together and said we've had enough. And all right, Uncle Bill, we'll talk at you later. Thanks for stopping in. And they said, and that's what it comes down to. It comes down to say, you know, we've got to start saying, we got to have some, we got to start bringing some morality back into our lives, or some moral guidance or something. We need to have a moral compass of some sort. And most people that watch me know that I'm a conservative, but I don't get preachy all the time. But when I see stuff like that, those kids is high
Not
school,
like
they'll
your
always.
last video.
Yeah, I did kind of jump on the. Yeah, that was I'd
You
actually,
were on fire.
yeah, and I actually for, I, I, I actually forgot what I started seeing the comments coming out because I put that up like Friday night or Saturday, and had it scheduled to go live today, and I had to go back and look at it too. Billy Tompkins, welcome to the show.
Hey, Billy.
Yeah, I had to go and look and see what I actually had said, and I forgot what I'd said. Yeah, I was sitting there listening to that, and like, really, this is what you're spending, this is what you're spending your time on. We can't even you can't get formula for the children, but let's talk about the flying saucers. Yeah, and that Adam Schiff guy, he's like, he looks like this all the time, and that's just creepy. I'm sorry, but that's just a guy that it looks
I think
creepy.
he's waiting for the alien abduction and the
Yeah, he's wanting
the anal probe.
the anal probe. Yeah, he looks like he's already had one or two.
Yeah.
But what am I? Anyways, but yeah, I was on fire. It did kind of. I heard that on the radio, and I'd watched it, and they spent 30 minutes discussing that they were going to talk about flying saucers. 30 minutes discussing what their new name was. It's like, Really? E.T. only trying to phone home. Yeah, exactly. And there were some good comments too on that. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Phone home.
I
Yeah.
have.
Yeah.
Right.
It was.
The plane! The plane!
Yeah, that was. That I was kind of on fire on that one. I have my moments. That's what I like about vlogging is because sometimes I don't know what I'm going to say until I've already said it, and then I go back and look at the video. And well, that's okay. Sometimes it's just boring as sin, but that's what vlogging is. I'm not an adventurer. I don't go out and I don't go to Scotland and take hours and hours and hours of video and not that we know anybody who would do that. But the good thing is I don't have to spend hours and hours and hours of editing. I film it on my phone. It goes to my iPad. I open up my iPad. I add my introductions, and whatever. If I need to edit a little bit, cut a little out, well, okay, I cut that, put a transition, and it's off. So, Lake Pilot, welcome. Yeah, it's
And this is a toxic free show too. We don't go around saying, "Well, why would anybody want to watch that guy?"
yeah. I mean, there's
Just
enough.
have fun and
Yeah, there are
don't give a
enough.
shit. You know.
There's enough YouTube channels out there that if you don't like what you see, you can watch something else. And that's the way. That's kind of the way I've always done things. I've taken off a few times because of situations, but the audio stream's current bit rate is 0 is lower than the recommendation. It keeps telling me stuff. Let me know in the chat if everything's sounding okay, because I'm not really listening to the stream. Is it talking real slow? Or is it out of sync? Because it could be out of sync and not working right. It could be this. It could be screwed up. That's a fun thing with working on ventriloquism is you can actually practice that routine a little bit. So, no, it wasn't out of sync, folks. That was me screwing off. If you could tell when I'm doing ventriloquism because I don't have quite the clarity of enunciation in my words. I'm not. But I've noticed Jeff Dunham because I watch a lot of his stuff because what I like to do is watch and see him move his lips. That's what I'm looking for, and see how well he is. His diction is really good, but he's done those voices so long that he's got this sort of sound stuck to his tongue. Even when he talks moving his lips, he's still got that little bit of the, sound. Mr. JRC. Drone Rob, welcome.
Crazy.
Yeah. But it's fun to watch because, Bob Casey, welcome. All right. We're having a good show tonight. And especially considering we don't have anything to offer.
Well, I've worked with Jeff a couple of times.
Right.
And what sets him apart from the other comics is the other ventriloquist. His material is really good, and he's able to adapt it to different time. It's not stale. He's always evolving. He's got
new puppets, and yeah. Mr. JRC is here for arch jokes. Well, you're probably going to get a few tonight, but he talks about that. Arch volume is a bit low. Let me see if I can turn him up then. Where is it?
I get up mine. I up mine a little bit.
Let's see.
How's that? Can you hear me now?
There you go. Okay. Yeah. It's we got your pagan going out. So It says my audio stream's current bit rate is lower. I don't know why it's doing that. I'm gonna have to open that up and look at it. So, but
Mhm.
yeah, Jeff is.
You know what I used to do when I was a little kid? I used
What's
to
that?
go up to kids with muscular dystrophy and say, "Whatever you can do, I can do better." And then they started
Oh,
throwing their jello at me.
start throwing their jello at you. Yeah.
If you could call that throwing.
Yeah, I know, right?
It's a
We,
little bit dark humor.
yeah. Well, when I first came down with multiple sclerosis, I was in a wheelchair, and my brother, he's 10 years older than me, but he has kind of a dry sense of humor, a dark sense of humor too. And he looks at me and says, "Well, there's only two things I can say about the situation you're in right now. Is one, you're going to get the good parking spots, and two, now you can be one of Jerry's kids." And I just had to laugh because I mean, really, that's what else can you do? And a lot of guys don't know, and well, most of you know it now that I have MS and that I was I've been in and out of a wheelchair. And matter of fact, I got a really nice wheelchair now that VA got me, and it's I've yet to put that thing on full speed. I'm scared to drive it at full speed. That thing is quick, and because it's a center, it's got the drive wheels in the center rather than forward, or a lot of them are either forward or back. They're either a front wheel, rear wheel, or they're center drive. When they're center drive, boy, those things can spin on a dime. I mean, they
Oh,
just,
cool.
yeah. But
Well,
anyways,
you know what you need? You need a Bridgestone Stratton, at least like a 4, maybe a 5 horse motor.
yeah,
More
that
power.
would more power, more power. Yeah, yeah, that would be good. And this thing's got,
I want to see you whipping around the grocery store saying, "Get the fuck out of my way."
yeah. Oh, yeah. There's time, you and I, we talked about this on your show, and we've talked with Mike about it, about when you're either a diminutive height person or a height challenge, whatever the PC correct word is this week. Or when you're in a wheelchair, there's just certain eye levels of stuff that you're walking through the store, you
Yeah.
wish like hell you couldn't see. I mean, think about it. You got these gals with these cottage cheese butts stretched out into spandex, and that's all that's in front of you. It's like, good
Yeah.
God. And they're, especially here in Oklahoma, we got pound for pound.
Especially the ones with the butt in the front.
Yeah, yeah, that's a
Ew.
spandex.
Ooh.
Spandex is a
Then they
privilege,
have
not a
little baby
right.
butts on their knees.
Oh, Jack Rabbit says I should go muddy. Actually, came close to that the other day because we've had a lot of rain, and where the way my driveway's set up right at the moment, I need to move the old van over to the other side. So it's, and then move. So Judy loaded up in it. We had some rain. Well, this wheelchair is a lot heavier than hers is. So I was letting her use mine because it's just easier. And because the ground was soft, well, when I sat down, it just sunk. So I'm sitting there spinning, and it's throwing mud everywhere. And then we go over to the cancer center for her to get her PET scan done. And what do? We leave mud tracks through the whole thing. I mean, they're just because them wheels. I mean, these wheels are, they're
Yeah.
about 10 inches or so, 10, 11 inches maybe. Yes, they do. We need to have more Okies than we do.
Right.
Yeah, the ones that are twerking just by walking. You're right. You're right, Glenn. Yeah, those are the sights. Because when you're sitting here and you're going through a store, and that's what you see. You're at that eye level, or in your case, that's your eye level. And it's like, oh my God. And in Oklahoma, it seems like them gals are, let me tell you, them some corn-fed women. Them some. They're big. They're
Corn fed. They've got the feed bag with the oats still on.
yeah.
Yeah. Have you ever seen
Yeah, maybe the
wheelchair rugby?
yes, yes, yes,
Oh God, those guys are nuts.
yes, they
They
are.
they go full force and they just smash right into each other. It's like,
Right, right,
holy
right.
crap. And a friend of mine, he was part of a local club called Harlequins, and he tried to talk me into it, and I said, hell no. I
Yeah,
don't want to get
I've known a couple of guys
bounced
that were
around.
into that wheelchair basketball, and
Yep.
that's just as dangerous, or wheelchair
Yep.
football too. It's like wheelchair rugby. It's just there's those guys. I give my
When they
props to
get
them.
knocked over. Oh,
Oh yeah, yeah. I did. I went in when we first moved into this house. This house was handicap adapted. Well, I went outside. Judy was in here cooking, and this is when cordless phones first came out, and we had one of those that was like this and had the big metal antenna that you opened up, and you know. Well, we were smart. Judy was smart. She put Velcro on the back of it and Velcro on the side of my wheelchair so I could have it with me at all times. But it didn't
oh,
do
there
me
you
any
go.
good. It didn't do me any good to call in the house. So I go out in the backyard while she's up here at the other side of the house cooking, because our kitchen is on the front of our house and I was in the backyard. Well, the people that had this place before us had a garden out there. So, well, we'd let the grass grow, but we hadn't leveled the ground. So we had these ruts from where all these rows of vegetables have been planted. So I'm going across there and I'm thinking, it's like, oh, yeah, it's like, and I'm in a manual wheelchair at that point. I hadn't gone into the electric yet. So I go across there and I thought, oh, I know how to do this. It's real simple. Just get enough speed and kind of jump the little, because it's just a little
Yep.
indentation of grass, but just jump it. That was the wrong thing to do because when I did it, yeah, because when I did it, I flipped it so hard that my wheel, I rolled forward, I
You went,
dropped
yeah,
it, I dropped
wheelie.
in the ditch, and yeah, I did a complete flip backwards out of it. And then I couldn't get my wheelchair up or crawl up in it. So this is what really uh, got me in a lot of trouble because Judy couldn't hear me because this is a brick home. She's at the front side. She's in there cooking, frying something, and and the kids are in
You
there.
mean you
Nobody's,
didn't have life call? That
oh, they
little
didn't have
necklace?
it.
I've fallen
They
and
didn't
I
have it.
can't get up.
Well, they didn't have it back then. So I did the next best thing. I called well, it wasn't the next best thing. I should have called my cousin, but I wasn't thinking. I called my mom because it was programmed in the phone. I pushed her number. I said, Mom, I want you to call this number back and let Judy know that I'm in the backyard and I could use a little help. Are you okay? I'm fine. I just need a little help. Well, mother-in-laws being mother-in-laws and daughter-in-laws being daughter-in-laws, it didn't go quite that nicely, but my mother let her know that, boy, he's in the backyard, he's falling, and he can't get out. Oh my God, you need to go help him. And Judy's like, she comes out there, she says, what the hell did you do? I said, I tried to jump the rut. She says, you had to call your mother, didn't you? Yeah, I didn't think that one through. She says, you are in trouble. Get your ass in the house and let's go. So she helped me get up into the chair and she pushed me back in there, grumbling all the way. I paid for that she still remembers that. She still ain't forgiven me for that one. So yeah, I've had some adventures in wheelchairs, because you fall and, you don't think about it, you get back up. But, oh, hello, Jim. Yes, for those that didn't see the video, and I think I've mentioned it before, we were very fortunate when we saw the oncologist. He says the spot that was on her lung that we were initially concerned the cancer had come back. It hasn't. He's just determined it is scar tissue now, so it's all good. Judy's doing pretty good. She still has, yeah, I've fallen and I can't get up. Boy, that was the truth of it. And I hope everything's good with you, Jim. Thank you, Jim, for those that don't know, Help at Home Jim was one of my first sponsors. He's done some really nice things for me in my early days, helped me really get started. And if you haven't checked out his channel, you want some good cooking recipes, he's the guy. Go check out Help at Home Jim for those of you that haven't seen him in here. And I hope I hope your wife and your family is doing okay. And I also want to mention that last night was Mel's first or last show for a while because he is moving. Of course, most of you know that his father passed away, and I think he didn't go into a lot of it, and I'm not going to go into a lot of it, but I think I think his brother's needing a lot of help, so I think that's kind of what he's planning on doing. And I don't know all of his plans, and it's between him and the fence post, but I just if he goes back, should he go back to Tennessee, he's not going to have the he's not going to have the kind of coverage that he had in over in Fort Smith, So
Hmm.
game stops until you're back in the wheelchair. Yeah, I'm telling you what, those guys that play wheelchair basketball, they I well, I'm too old for it now, anyways. And uh, I've lost so much weight. I mean, I have no muscle. I'm not like them old women now. See, I have no muscles left in my arms. It's just like like some of them old. Yeah, it's a saggy skin and everything. It's like, yeah, no, but yeah, do me a favor. If any of you have not checked out Help at Home Jim, go subscribe to his channel. And yes, he does have a drone, unless he's crashed it since I talked to him or since I've been in touch with him last. But he does some great cooking videos, and they're entertaining. They are entertaining. So yeah, go check him out. But well, I sent out a couple of other invitations, and the others haven't been there. But I'm going to
Yeah,
still run this for an hour.
Where's Greg?
I know. I don't. He's. Oh, oh. He may not be here because he started a new job.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He was talking about that, I
Yes.
believe, on my show.
Yes, he was talking about it on your show. He did start a new job. That's right. I'd forgot all about it.
Mm-hmm.
For any of you guys know, let's see. Let's see if anybody else has showed up here that I've missed. I want to make sure I don't miss anybody. But yeah, he's a Texas Drone Guy. Welcome, Chris Hope. Hello,
Mike.
welcome. Chris, if are you where you can get on? Because if you are, I'll send you a link. So, and you can pick on Art too.
Yeah, there you go.
You haven't crashed the drone, but I've updated
available.
the
Or Ron
GoPro
Brown, the two Rons.
I sent one to Ron Brown. I expected him to be in, but I haven't checked my messages to see if he said yay or nay. But
and then there's
let me
Ron
check.
Lockwood.
Yeah, let's see.
He may be busy.
Yeah, he might be.
Don't forget, I've got these cool Artco drone solution stickers.
Ron Brown said he will not be able to be on, so let's do this. Okay, I'll do this, and if you can make it fine.
The winner of my action cam was Danny Lopez, the View Chaser FPV. Yeah, View Chaser FPV. Congratulations, Danny. Its camera is on its way.
All right, excellent. Yeah, and I'm going to send one here. I don't know if he'll be able to make it or not, but I'm going to send it to him anyways.
And Northside Hawk Drone Tech was the winner of the sticker. That's Dominic Papasergio.
Oh, okay. And let's see.
Melbourne, Victoria, Australia.
One Vision Aerial has just joined us. Excellent, excellent. And okay, we've got a good crowd tonight, especially for me not having anything prepared. You know, but then I never do things
It's
prepared.
because you got the weasel on your show.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I hadn't thought of you as a weasel, but yeah. But anyways, Greg is he's a Newfound Drone Productions. Hello, and he's Greg's a hacker. You know, that's just what it comes down. He's a code. He writes code, and I think he's gone back doing similar to what he did do for. I think he's gone back to Verizon, but he's on a different tier of stuff now. So,
Ah,
you know, it keeps him. You know, it keeps him off the streets. It keeps him out of trouble with his
yeah,
wife.
that's true
You
because
know.
he was a terrible Uber driver, always getting rear-ended.
Yeah, 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 and it
Mm,
took forever for him to get his car back. You know.
right, right.
You know, of course, well, the
hmm
pandemic hit, and after that,
Yeah, yep.
although he was still driving, uh, they had a policy there that like the Uber drivers, they had sanitation stations for where they could pull their car in every so many times a day and get their car completely cleaned out and sanitized and cleaned up.
Oh, okay,
Uh,
cool.
and of course, they ended up paying for it because they kept COVID out of their country. When it finally hit, it has just really screwed them up. You know, that's, you know, they're experiencing stuff
hmm
that we experienced 2 years ago. You know, like their election was affected by COVID, but it wasn't affected until 2 years
That's
later. You
right.
know, yeah,
They
because
threw out the
they
what was it, the Labor Party or the
no, the
Conservative?
Labor Party. It was the what they call the Liberal Party, which is their version of
Liberal,
it's
yeah,
their Republicans or
which would
their
be conservative,
conservatives, yeah, and they voted in the Labor
because their
Party.
idea of liberal is like liberty, you
Liberty,
know.
yes, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's it. So, uh, but back to the okay. So he's going to yeah, he's needing more money so he can replace his Apple stuff that has gone bad.
Yes, that's right. Oh God, he's been having terrible computer
Yeah, and what he
problems.
ended, you
You
know, he
fix
was
one thing, something else breaks,
well.
and then, oh,
And the thing was, is he was trying to keep from having to buy a whole new system, a new iMac. And I think in the end, he kind of wished he hadn't spent the money and went ahead and spent the money on an iMac
hmm
rather than part it out like he
or
did.
he could just, I don't know, maybe build your own like I did. Well,
Unfortunately,
what I did is I bought a gaming computer
right.
from Police Auction website, and
Yeah.
I upgraded. I took out the motherboard, got a updated motherboard,
Right.
a
But
nice fast chip. I've got 16 gigs of RAM, and I've
he,
got
he, he
a
prefers
1
the,
gig M.2
right.
and
Right.
4 yeah, no, 1 terabyte,
I was going to say one
M.2.
terabyte. Yeah.
And 1 gig. I mean, that'd be. And then I think I got another 1 gig SD SSD drive.
I'm reading what, I'm reading what, Eat More Possum is. They got a thing going on. Yeah. Oh, Chuck's here. Hey, Chuck. Welcome to the show. And the View
Oh yeah,
Chaser.
Kovacian.
Covaxion. Yeah. That sort of sounds like he's either on vacation or it's like a new
Oh, he was
vaccine.
just in Boston.
Yeah. Yeah. I knew he was. I
Heck,
knew that. Yeah. Yeah.
mhm.
But that name it almost sounds like it's a vaccine. Got to go get my Covaxion shot.
Oh yeah, Kovac. I got my Kovacian booster.
Yeah, we are dealing with high diesel prices and
hmm
some food shortage. You know what I find funny is the actual good food is still there. It's the junk food that we're out of, which is what irritates me because I like junk food. You know, And but well, thanks, Chuck. I appreciate
Well,
you dropping in. I really do.
you heard about the cannibal that had they ate a clown, and one of the cannibals said, "Hey, does this taste funny to you?"
Yeah, yeah. You know, that's like the joke that Aquaman is talking about. You know, he had a dog, and you know, and unfortunately, his dad blew the dog up, and so he didn't have any legs. And Jeff says, "Well, what'd you call him?" He goes, "Really?" He says, "I had a dog with no legs." He says, "I know. What'd you call him?" He says, "You're asking that, really?" He says, "Yeah. What'd you call?" He says, "I didn't call him anything because he couldn't come." Yeah. Well, that joke is about as old as the one you just told. So, but
Well,
yeah,
if he was in a pile of leaves, he'd be called Russell.
Russell. Yeah, yeah. He asked it, could he do any tricks? He goes, "Yeah, he could roll over, but he just didn't." He says, "But just don't let him do it on an incline because he just keeps rolling and rolling."
Yeah.
'Cause even the cat
Yeah.
laughed at that one. Yeah, I know the jokes are bad, right? The jokes are bad. We're doing our best to have the worst. You know, we are at the past the 30-minute mark. Let me stop for just a minute and let's do a quick shameless plug for those of you.
Yeah.
Let me do this and do this, and let's see if we can. Lloyd needs. You know, the sad thing is I've got a script. I've got 3 scripts written for me to use with my dummy, and but Art doesn't read them, so you know I'm stuck doing them by myself. Anyways, let me do this shameless plug. Couldn't help myself, Art.
Hey.
Okay, let's go to this shot here. There we go. Yeah, we have a lively discussion going on in the chat, so we'll let the chat work themselves out unless it gets, you know, unless somebody starts, you know, drawing blood, then I might have to step in, but have at it, you know. Most of you know
Let's
how I
throw some
feel.
cold water on.
Yeah, most of you know how I feel about it, so uh, well, Chuck, I will agree with you one thing. He's pretty powerless, but that's besides the point. Powerless and clueless. But anyways, yeah. I don't know if you caught that little insult I flung at you just before we went to commercial. Somebody, somebody said I needed some material, and I said, yeah, I got 3 scripts to work out with my dummy, but you won't read the scripts.
Yeah.
I haven't sent them to you, right?
I do have
Yeah, you do have joke book. You do have a joke
1001
book.
one-liners that Lloyd sent me.
Yes, yes. Let me see. Is there anybody that would like a link to come in here to talk about anything but politics? We're not talking about politics tonight on the panel. We save that for Art's
I
show
burnt
on
my
Sunday.
Hawaiian pizza today. Should have put it on Aloha setting.
Oh my God. You know, and I
I
don't
said to the
understand.
waiter, have
Yeah.
you got a game pie? He said, we certainly have. It fought its way out of the oven twice. Game pie.
Game pie. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I said to the waiter, how long will my spaghetti be? He said, I don't know. We never measured it.
This is what you get, folks. Somebody wants a link.
What's the world's most favorite wine? I don't like Brussels sprout. Hey, Lloyd bought me this book. Blame that guy.
It is my fault. So if anybody would like to come in here and maybe save the show, well, I honestly I think it's beyond saving. So, hey, have you? I don't know if you tried it. Well, you use StreamYard though to control your broadcast, though,
Yeah.
don't you? Yeah, yeah. But do you broadcast to Facebook at the same time?
No, I haven't tried that. I
Well,
did a long time ago.
I'm actually broadcasting both Facebook and no.
Oh, cool.
Who am I broadcasting? What's stream to? Let's see.
Twitch.
Yeah, I think
Whatever
I'm broadcasting.
happened to Rumble or Grumble or
It's
Stumble?
still there. It's Rumble is still there, but it just doesn't. You know, it
I
doesn't
haven't
have
done anything with it in a
Yeah.
long time.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm reading the chat. Anyways, wait, Lloyd, you brought up that you bought that book. Yes, I did. It is my fault. But
he bought me 3 of them.
Yeah, I actually bought
3 times as bad.
Yeah, I bought 3 different books. I bought 1001 jokes, another 1001 jokes, and then 1001 dad jokes.
Oh, there was a dad joke book. This one's
1001 one-liners and short jokes.
One-liners and short jokes.
Yeah.
And you could tell it's English. The author's name is Graham Can.
Yeah. Now, see, I get it because I've purchased from him. He sends me jokes. I think like every Monday he sends me some
You
new
don't
jokes.
have an affiliate link? You ought
No.
to get one.
Yeah, I need to get. That's the thing. I do need to get an affiliate link with Amazon so that I can, start. But I don't know if I can put that in. I could put it on my website and then link that to, because
you can put it in your YouTube. When
even
you
though
do your vlogging video.
Right.
Put it in the
Put it in the description. That's right. Yeah. I will have to do that because there's certain things like that because I bought the digital edition and I bought you the hardback edition or the paperback edition, the print media edition, I guess is what they call it now. So, but okay. Greg says he will be in shortly. All right. So.
Oh,
good. He
what?
finally.
Shortly?
Shortly, just for you, he said. He will be in shortly, just for you, Art. Okay. So. But, and I'm going to have to I got to set up a different shot.
So did you see Boeing Starliner has docked with the ISS?
No, I didn't. So they finally doing something, huh? Is this the first time that they've been up there?
Yeah, it's the first time this Starliner's been up there, as
Okay.
far as I know. Yeah.
And SpaceX was the one that's been doing it, though, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, there we go. Let me.
Mm.
I'm gonna have to use the 4-shot because.
Hang on.
Hang on. Oops. Yeah, there we go.
Hang on. I've got to get my audio set up. It went
You
in
sound
too
fine.
quick for me. That's what
Oh.
she said.
Okay. Well, here.
Ooh.
I'll go back to the 2-shot. No, I'm gonna leave you on there. You're on now. So, anyways,
Yeah,
this
g'day,
is where
g'day.
Ron Brown was supposed to have been, but he did not make it. So,
Yeah. Hey, I just came in to share a quick story. I was watching all of the Johnny Depp and Camille stuff,
uh-huh.
and I was trying to think about why she would want to do something that would cause his finger to come off. Because afterwards, she wanted to give him the finger.
Oh my God, that's bad. That's bad. Yeah, yeah. I have not watched. I have not watched the. You know, I'll see the highlights once in a while, and then after a while, it's like, who cares? You
Well,
know,
at least you can see the highlights. Art, on the other hand,
you have to watch. That's all you get. Yeah,
The low
no,
lights.
Art gets the short lights.
yeah, yeah. You get
You got
the
the
low lights.
highlights.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Anyway,
yeah.
Yeah.
it has been amusing to watch.
Okay, all
Um,
right.
I'll tell you what, that lawyer Camille that's representing Johnny, she's on fire. She is switched on, and just it's a brutal
Hello,
takedown of
Mel.
everything that's happening on the other side.
Yeah, yeah. I got to admit, he's got a good lawyer. He's. You know, I mean, he can say that. I Here's my thing. He had his drug problems and all that stuff. Disney knew all that, but they hadn't fired him.
Yeah.
So they didn't, which it's okay. I mean, to be a drug addict in Hollywood is cool, I guess. You know, a drunk
This
and yeah,
happens.
I mean, look
yeah,
at Tim
There you go.
Allen.
yeah,
He
yeah.
was a
Well,
drug dealer.
yeah, and it almost cost. But when that came out, he almost lost that show because of it, and he had to. If he hadn't have been as popular as he was, he wouldn't have kept
Yeah.
that show.
Hmm.
And but yeah, it's but as far as the Johnny Depp thing goes, I mean, she wasn't that good of an actress. So from what I'm hearing now is they were getting ready. They'd already decided to cut her scenes back, anyways. Uh,
Hmm.
but
Well,
yeah,
they had him on the stand, so I guess his testimony was in depth.
oh my God, you
Hang on,
notice the
which way
sound
is
effects.
Art? Yeah.
He's up. He's up. Yeah, he's up from you. Yeah. You notice
Yeah.
the sound effects are always made by Art because I could do it, but I don't. Yeah, he has to. He has to give his own, sound effects for his jokes because, you know,
No one else will.
yeah,
Well,
no one else will. Exactly. Yeah, yeah.
Grumps,
Hey, I do.
all I need to say is you just got to go and have a button ready for next week with crickets.
I do need to get one with crickets because I've got that sound
Mhm.
effect. I just gotta. I gotta.
Yeah, I need the button for that.
Yeah, I need to have the crickets button. So, and welcome, Mel. I'm glad you made it to the show. Let's see. If I need to send you the link, if you want to come in, you can. If you're not set up to, that's fine too. But don't forget at the top of the hour, and that's why Ron Brown couldn't be here because he was running late and he had to get set up for his own show. The top of the hour is Drone Nation, and you can hear some interesting, decent, intellectual, and knowledgeable comments, unlike my show, which all you get is him and me. Well, and Greg too. I mean, there again, go to their show if you want to learn something. Stay here if you don't. Because the only thing you're going to learn here is bad jokes.
Gee, thanks.
Well, I mean, yeah, that was a good one. He wanted to give her the fingers, or she wanted to give him the fingers.
Greg, you might
Yeah.
want to
Yeah.
put your microphone a little closer to you so we can hear you a little better. There we go.
Hello.
Ah, there you go. That does sound a lot better.
Yeah, I haven't got it on auto, and like the vMix one compared to the other program, it doesn't give you a pre-on-air thing. It didn't do for me today, so I could
Right.
tune it and tweak it and what have you.
Yeah.
But anyway, it is what it
Yeah.
is.
Well, next time let's see. I'm on the run. It was so good to see you. Tell Judy hi. And absolutely tell your wife I said hi too. And Jim, I'm glad you could join us. I appreciate
Who was that on
you.
the run?
Help at Home Jim.
Okay.
Yeah, he's
As
on
long
it.
as he made it in time.
Yeah, as long as he made it in time. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, because it's
But
when you get the runs.
when you get the runs, it's terrible. I know, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Especially if you're eating, Brazilian food, you might end up with a Amazon Fire Stick.
Oh my God.
I
don't know if is Mel playing peekaboo. I sent him the link, but I don't know which link I sent him. So, Mel, if you want to come on, say hello.
We always like some melodrama.
Yeah, we do. And
get on the mellow phone.
Yeah, get on the mellow phone. Yeah, and I haven't looked.
And then if he sings a song, we'll have a melody.
Yeah.
And if he's unhappy,
Boy,
he's melancholy.
Melancholy.
He beat you to it, Art. Oh my God, it's just getting worse, guys. It's getting worse. But you know the good thing about this.
When he goes bald one day, he will have a melon up top.
A melon head. Yeah, yeah. Art should sack his rider. So should Greg.
Well, at least he's not a melanthrope.
Melanthrope. Oh. Yeah, we need to get some news.
If you get sick, hopefully it's not a melanoma.
Mel, you better speak up. He's probably trying to get in and he's cussing me because I probably sent him the link that Greg is on. Because I think I sent, yeah, either way.
And I said I wasn't going to be here. So
yeah.
Sent it to him. You only sent it to Mel after you couldn't get your number one.
No, I sent it to you. No, I actually, I sent you, I think I sent you Ron Brown or, let's see, how many I got here? Yeah, I usually send one out to Ron Brown, to you. No, I actually, I think
Why don't they have a generic link? That's annoying.
Yeah.
What do you mean a generic link?
Like one link that you send to everyone.
Yeah,
because
like StreamYards does.
Well, yeah, I could do that, but the difference is the way. Yeah, I mean, I wish they do, but you have to. I could send you the link, but you have to have a key because this is all set up to be password protected. So, so you don't accidentally. You have to actually invite people. They can't just come back to a link, and it doesn't refurbish. The thing is, it's a permanent link. Like with Art, you can use that same link week after week for me. You don't have to. I just send it out to you to remind you, but you don't have to. And Greg, the link that I sent you should be permanent too, unless you don't show up, and then I'm going to send it to somebody else. And but yeah, it's part of the password protection thing, and I have you set up. I think I've sent you guys the link to the advanced page because the other link, just a straight up link, doesn't have all the settings. Pardon me. But he said he couldn't get on with his phone. Okay. All right. So we're going to talk about aliens and Apple products again. Be funnier than the jokes at the moment. Yeah, we were talking about Apple products while you were not here. We were discussing some of your, and I realized today. Did you work today, or are you have you started that
I
new
was doing
job?
some work in the morning. Start the new one on the 1st of June.
Oh, 1st of June. I thought you'd already.
Except for the fact, can anything go right lately? So one of the things you've got to do is you've got to get a background check to make sure you're not some weird,
Right,
unsavory character.
right.
For whatever reason, my police check came back and said, "Oh, we've got to send that for manual processing."
Why?
And the message from the background check people said, "Oh, that usually happens when there's a similar name to you." And I'm like, there's not that many Kunits in the whole country. So
Right.
some system screw up.
Oh,
And it's not like I'm,
well, except for the
it's not
serial
like I'm Tim
killer,
Allen.
his
Yeah,
name Killer Cooner.
yeah. It's not like I'm Tim Allen or something.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Or Johnny
I got a
Depp.
doorbell. I got to answer
All
the
right.
door.
Okay, go answer the door. So till he comes back, I'll put us back in the two shot, and I'll keep an eye out for him. But yeah, yeah. I can't imagine that. That's Cunard is sort of like Mendenhall. There's just not. I mean, there's a lot of Mendenhalls, but a good portion of them are related to me. So, you know. But anyways, but yeah, we, we've had a good show. It's almost eight. It's almost 8 o'clock. We've done this for just at an hour. When Greg comes back, we'll start the timer. Just remember, guy, and I appreciate each and every one of you that showed up for my show tonight. Oh, there he's back. There we go. Anyways, I appreciate all of you that came in the show tonight. I appreciate Art. I always appreciate you being here. Greg, I appreciate you being here. But I know that, like I said, Ron Brown, Drone Nation starts here at the top of the hour. So I want to go ahead and I want to start signing off here. And so, Greg, what have you got going on in your life right at the moment? What exciting news have you got going on? Obviously, you're not going to be doing any broadcasting for a little while.
Yeah, so I got that job coming up, so that's good.
Who is that with, or can you say?
It's a IT security company, so it's,
okay.
I am doing some stuff with both government and corporate customers.
Oh, okay. So you can't talk about that then.
I don't know yet.
You don't know yet.
Wait till I get there.
Wait till you get there to see if it's something really good. Yeah. To find out if you have to sign an NDA and all that stuff. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not there yet, so I'll assume that I'll say nothing until I get told otherwise.
Right. Good. There's a lot of people nowadays that should say nothing.
Like
especially I was going to say in our current government and current administration and several others. All right, Bob and everybody, I want to thank you. Art, what do you got coming up on your show or on your channel this week?
Well, I'm out of town. I'm going to be down Pueblo doing some fishing at the Pueblo Reservoir.
Yeah, and
My
by the
good
way,
friend Chris White, his name of his company is SoCo Fishing Buddies.
What is that?
External.
Oh, and that's your new hard drive replacement.
That's my original 128 gig, right? So you remember I had the 1 terabyte one that failed,
right?
So my intent was I was waiting to get this back from the data recovery people so I could throw this in the machine so that I could prove that it was the other one, and I've already sent the other one off. I was waiting too long for this one to come back, so it finally got here. But
okay.
In other news, the 18 terabyte drive,
right?
They approved the RMA, and I'm going to go and pick it up as soon as I get off the blower with you guys.
Okay. All right.
Too many IT things.
Oh yeah, for somebody in IT, it really sucks, don't it? Yeah. So, And speaking of, you mentioned you're going to be off next weekend for Memorial Day weekend, and I don't think I'm going to do a show next weekend because it is Memorial Day weekend. So I'll probably be doing something. We may be out at the lake. I don't know. So don't expect a show. If you see one scheduled, or if I send out a notice that I am doing a show, or if I mention it in my next vlog, so I'll try and get at least one more vlog in this week, and I'll decide then. So, for those of you that here in the States, you guys don't celebrate Memorial Day weekend there, or Memorial Day, do you, Greg?
No.
Okay. Or Decoration Day, or whatever they call it. In Oklahoma, it's called Decoration Day.
Anzac?
Yeah. Well, that's sort of their version
That
of
was
Memorial Day.
last month, wasn't it?
Yeah, didn't you?
That in April?
Yeah. When was Anzac Day, Greg?
Lest we forget.
Yeah, I know. When
April.
was it? April. Okay. Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, that's sort of what our Memorial Day is. It's in remembrance of the soldiers that died. It started out of World War I, and then has moved on to Greg, you're suffering.
Don't forget to get a poppy.
We
Well,
have
yes.
Remembrance Day.
Memorial.
Remembrance Day. Okay, that's what you call it. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's later in the year.
Yeah, well, ours is, we have the Veterans Day, and then, but we have Memorial Day as sort of the kickoff of our summer, and so if you guys are going anywhere out of town for Memorial Day, please be safe, guys. Please, don't do anything stupid. Watch out for the crazies, and in today's time, I'd stay out of large crowds. I just don't think I'd want to be in a large crowd right now. So, but anyways, guys, I'm going to go ahead and start the timer, and I want to thank all of you. But as I said, I don't plan on having a show next Monday. So, you guys get a break from me.
Thank God.
Yeah, I know, right? Everybody saying, "Woohoo!" It really is a holiday. We don't have to watch Lloyd. Yay! Yeah, exactly. So, anyways, guys,
Why don't you just open up your StreamYard so we can all talk about Lloyd on his own channel next week?
Oh, there you go. There you go.
I'm waiting for it. Press the button. Go on.
There it is. Yeah, right there.
Yeah. Delayed reaction.
Well, the way I've got, I need to get this a little closer. I need to start wearing get better bifocals, one of the two, because I can't use my bifocals to look at it because they're no good. But anyways, all right.
Okay.
Like I said, be kind, folks. Treat each other better than you treat yourselves. Remember, everybody matters, even old farts like me. God bless, God help the USA, and I am out of here. I'm going to start the timer, and I will probably shut it off as soon as the timer's over. All right. Talk to y'all later. Bye-bye for now.